Hey, everybody, it's been a while since I've been on. I'm gonna go eat. I went to Wengo's the other day, and I went to buy some firewood because now it's getting cold, and I love the smell of putting the fire in my fireplace. And it was a Saturday night too, actually. I was having a chill Saturday night, stayed in, and I was reading a book and put the fireplace on. And this lady, as I'm a 9 to pay out. She has her like the line and it goes straight, but this one I guess it went sideways like a little L. The people in front of me would turn to the side, so I went behind them. So it was like instead of going straight out, I was like sideways. And this lady, I see her behind me. I was like, okay, whatever. Then the line is all slow, it keeps on moving, and then all of a sudden I see this lady go from behind me to around me, and now it was like we were like both right behind the same person. I was like, homegirl, what is you doing? Um, and so it's like I mean, I don't want you to pretend that you didn't see me and that you're gonna cut me off, you know. Um, so I'm like trying to feel like I'm squeezing in, like I feel like I'm being rude now, even though I was there to begin with. And so I finally get behind them, and she basically was tailgating me really bad. Like I felt she were inches, not even inches, centimeters from hitting me with her car, and she kept like, like it felt like she was like going back and forth, like, what are you doing? You and your turkey neck need to step back a bit. You know what I mean? Give me like half a foot at least of space, so I don't feel like I'm getting threatened here. You're trying to run me over, and so I finally put everything in there. And before I'm done putting everything in the conveyor belt, she gets on those divided, slaps it down, starts putting her stuff in there. If you really are in a hurry, I don't think you should go to Wendy's. That was one of those places like food for less where you pack your own crap. And so like you can't be in a hurry. And it was Saturday night, and I don't know, maybe she was gonna miss what's on Saturday night. I don't know, something on TV. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know how to work a TiVo or DVR. But that's like I can only imagine how she drives. People are so crazy. Oh, something I learned, something I was told recently that I didn't know about. If you're in California driving, and you know how those lights, like it's a green light, but you're gonna make a left turn, and then you're allowed to stay like in the intersection until the light, until you're either able to go or the light turns red, then you go. But I was told that even if the light turns red for like the people going this way, but you make the left turn and somebody still hits you and they run the red light, I was told that it's considered your fault. And I've asked other people about it, and they told me that it's true because the law says that you only turn when it's safe. I was like, well, that's crazy. You got hit and they ran the red light, but apparently it's still your fault. Somebody told me that it happened to them, and they had in the record they said that they caused the accident even though it wasn't their fault because they turned when it wasn't safe. So y'all, I would investigate that if that's true and let me know if you find out if you know it's true. And drive safely, especially as this winter season's coming up, and if it rains, people don't know how to. I mean, they don't know how to walk in the rain, let alone how to drive in the rain. People in California don't know how to drive. So I was driving around the other day, and a song came up, and this is one of these tainted songs that I call like when you're dating somebody or in a relationship or something goes on, and that song either you like it at that moment or it's a big song, and so whenever it comes up, it kind of takes you back in time to either those good days or those bad days or whatever days they were. And I was driving, and this took me back like 3 months back. The song, and I hate it. I'm not even gonna say what song it is, but I hate it how it makes me feel when it comes on. And it was funny because I was driving home, not home. I was driving from home to Hemet not too long ago, and I put an old CD in, and it had this other song that was tainted last November, and it was interesting. I was like, "Oh, that song," and then like it took me back. But I mean, obviously, I've gotten over those feelings that I had back last November, so it was kind of like I was able to enjoy that song again. This last few months, this new song, not so much. And it's funny because you kind of like allow yourself to be transported back, and it's almost like you're digging a hole and like you feel comfortable there, like a pity party. I was like, oh no 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 no. I was like, yeah, like I just remind myself, see you in that vest. ese error era cosa de ayer. Like that mistake was yesterday's mistake. And you might think for a minute, but then you move on. Because I know a lot of people that have difficulties with moving on after a breakup or relationship. Some people go through years of repeating the story, or just like every other sentence or story or places, like even like for me in Pasadena, like that has a good memory. So let's change it with a good place. Even East LA, I drive through East LA when I go to Orange County, and then it suddenly becomes hard to breathe because all this like good memories and bad memories come back to mind, and I don't let it those I don't know, like I don't let that stop me from going to Pasadena or East LA again. I have been back, and it's like okay, it's I don't know. Maybe it's part of dealing with closure or whatever, saying like, okay, I was here, this was my life. It feels like for me, maybe that's what helps me feel like it was a different life, part of me, like a different person. I was a different person, different experiences. I hadn't, I've grown and I've ungrown since then. Repeated some mistakes.
Muchas gracias.